Time now is 8:38 a.m. on February 8th. Um, I slept from 4:30 a.m. to 8:30, but I didn't immediately fall asleep. So once again, I slept super duper late. It's like a curse. I can never leave it. For a while, I broke the curse and slept slightly earlier than 4 a.m., but I always go back to 4:30. So yeah, I am sleepy as fuck right now, and I may go back home for a re-sleep tonight. Um, yeah, fuck. I may go back home and just like do an afternoon nap, but also maybe it's a bad idea because I don't want to waste time because I have a lot of things to do. But I think the fact that I finished the art history um, quiz, my American film history paper, and my religious class writing assignment. Plus, I finished editing the picture part of the short film, mostly, means it's, you know, big stone released from my heart. If you get the, idiom. So, yeah, I feel so cold right now. My feet is hurting. Um, I'm gonna eat breakfast after I take the bus to school. I'm gonna try to catch the 8:50 a.m. bus. Um, and yeah. And again, I slept. It took me a while to fall asleep, and then I woke up before the alarm even rang, and I dreamed that a nightmare, a spider crawled onto me from a piece of moldy bread. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really fucking tired. I hope I don't fall asleep in the middle of class. Fuck, that's less than 4 hours. I keep sleeping later than 4 a.m. I don't know why. I keep doing that. I look forward to Saturday. I'm gonna sleep all day that day, hopefully. Unless something happens. I don't know. Alright. Made this thing in like 5 minutes. This is my lunch. It's 5:48 p.m. Mandu for the win. Look at this thing of beauty. Well, let's take a bite. Mmm. Mmm. I approve. Okie dokie. Time now is 11:19 p.m. Yay! So, not a lot to say about today. Today is just another school day. I went to religion class. I caught the bus at 8:50, and I arrived on campus at 9:15 ish. Holy shit, it was cold, and I went to the spot beside the bookstore where there are a lot of seats to sit down and pull out my laptop and just read a bit Gospel of Luke and also the required reading for this week because I'm scared the professor will pull another pop quiz. But thankfully she didn't do that. Anyways, I sat down there and holy fuck. These are couches and they're like sponges. They just soaked up all the rainwater, so I sat down and my entire ass is wet. So, so I left. I'm like, fuck. So I just went to a different bench and sat down, and the bench was like metallic bars, so it's better because the rainwater dries up. Um, I sat down and I ate the chocolate bun. Doesn't taste good at all. And then I went to class at the Amanson Center, and it was fine. I was really sleepy. I almost fell asleep multiple times in the middle of class. It's funny, the professor this time played the second half of the movie that she was playing last Thursday. And I didn't fall asleep once because I'm still in the state of, okay, I just got into class. But as she was doing the lectures, I started to want to fall asleep and I started to zone out. My eyelids get heavy and like, but I didn't do this. I didn't do the rocking, you know. I always do the rocking. I didn't do that this time. But, yeah. And then, um, I walked to the DMC for art history class. Um, and while walking there, I passed by the career fair, and I wanted to go around and look for jobs, but honestly, I'm an international student, so chances are I won't be able to find any jobs at all. But a lot of people came prepared, had resumes printed in their hands, they're wearing suits, and a lot of them are like Chinese and Indian. And here I am thinking, do you have a fucking green card, bro? If not, what are you doing? But yeah, there are lots of booths. It's even more than the freaking um actually arguably more than the involvement fair. But you know, Skechers, the shoe company, there's UCLA Health, there's TMZ, the paparazzi company. It's all over the place. It's crazy. There are some Chinese companies here. But then again, if you don't have a green card, if you're not a passport holder, then so, you know, yeah. Anyways, I went to class, didn't speak up at all. I wanted to speak up, and I really want to speak up. At some point, I started imagining myself speaking up in the class while not speaking up in the class. I just don't get the chance to speak up, and I feel like if I say something, I'm gonna come off stupid because I don't have anything that profound to say, but I do want to engage in a discussion, which, by the way, will happen tomorrow. So we'll see. So yeah, and then I just went back home. I also had a stomach ache while watching the movie in religion class. I had a bit of stomach ache, and I'm like, okay, fuck. So I went back home, went to the bathroom, took a shower, and went to bed. And I slept for 2 hours straight. I set an alarm so that I don't oversleep, but I slept from I think 3:30 to 5:30, and for some reason these 2 hours felt really long. 2 days ago, on Tuesday, I believe, I also slept, re-sleep, but that felt really short. That felt like a quick nap. Today, the 2 hours felt really long. It felt like a whole night time has passed. And when I woke up, I looked at the clock beside me and I'm like, it's 11? Holy shit, I have class. I have a discussion class. It's Friday. And then turns out it's 17. Turns out it's only 5:30 p.m. Um, it turns out I still have to make lunch. So I made myself 3 fried mandu dumplings. That's lunch. That's it. It's simple. It's fine because I'm gonna have a big dinner later. So just now I just had dinner. Fish sticks, pasta, and salad. Very mid meal. Worse than mid. It's like a 3 or 4 out of 10. The fish sticks, I don't think I'll ever buy that anymore. It's dry, sad, and not good. The pasta, um, I don't know. I cooked all my marinated pork belly so that the pork belly wouldn't rot, but it's just I used the remaining oil and sauces on the pan and just directly poured the pasta sauce on it and then cooked my spaghetti in that, thinking it's gonna give it some flavor. It's gonna taste special this time, but no, it just tastes bitter and burnt and sad. So the salad is somehow the best part of the meal. But yeah, that's it. I probably haven't consumed enough calories today. I'm gonna think about what else can I consume later. So yeah. Also, I'm running out of time. But again, I feel like a huge stone has been lifted off my chest now that I'm done with the papers, um, with the art history quiz, with the religion writing assignment, everything, and the short film. I can chill just a tiny bit, but not yet because I have 7 days to finish all the USC essays and the short film, and my self intro video, which I think I'll film on a Saturday. Um, but yeah, I that's it. I texted Cliff last night, and Cliff finally responded to me like an hour ago, just updating him on what to do with coloring my short. All he needs to do is color the 5-minute version. He can leave the rest. We can color that a bajillion years later. It's totally fine. And yeah, that's basically it for today. Nothing else to talk about. Nothing else to discuss. Apparently, HKSA and APCA are already running meetings and different events. Like HKSA a couple of days ago had an ice cream meeting. I didn't even fucking know that, and even if I did, I wouldn't go because I'm busy as hell. And also, Franklin and Stephanie, these two Hong Kongers, are hanging out with a bunch of other East Asian looking people, presumably Hong Kongers, maybe Taiwanese, I don't know. Um, but yeah, there's a group. There's a group of sorts. I want to infiltrate them. But, I don't know. Even though Franklin and Stephanie have been nice to me, I have a sneaky feeling that they are the rich, attractive kind of people that isn't gonna, like, hang out with me. I want to find someone who is in the fringe. Leslie was kind of in the fringe, but also in the center of it all at the same time, because Leslie isn't the type of girl who would constantly party and hang out and have lots of friends and whatever. But at the same time, she's always there, she's always working, and even though I fucking hate her guts right now, I do like people in that position. Kind of fringe, but always there at the same time. If there's a Hong Konger like that, it would just be majestic. So please, I need to find one. Like, please bring me one right now in my cohort. I might be the only Hong Konger in my entire cohort right now. And I'm not just saying people admitted in spring, I'm saying people admitted last semester's fall plus spring. Am I the only freaking Hong Konger to ever exist? Oh my god, please don't tell me that. And it's USC, it's way bigger. There should be more Hong Kongers. And is me, Rachel, and Franklin the only 3 Hong Kongers in undergrad film? Really? I don't know. I hope that's not the case, but yeah. Nothing else. I don't know. I received my pop quiz back in my religion class, and the score is S minus, which basically means unsatisfactory, and I feel bad. Unsatisfactory in a 60 student class is like, fuck it, whatever. But this class has like 6 people now. It's like, or like, was it 6? I think all 7 showed up today. It's like, ugh, the professor is probably not too happy about it. And I am really interested in religion. It's still the best class out of the 5. But it's just, I'm sorry, man. It's been tough. So yeah, that's it. Not much else. I think I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's again tomorrow, just to buy a little more food. But so far so good. I think in terms of like food money, I think I've been doing an okay job because yeah, I haven't gone out and eat food for like 2 weeks, which is definitely a good thing. Yeah. Okay. Time now is 8:50 a.m. on February 9th. Just woke up like a minute ago. Fuck. Slept from 4:30 to just woke up. Yeah. I was almost able to go to bed at 3:30 last night, or at least before 4 a.m. But my drying machine was drying my shower towel, so I had to wait for that. Fuck. But yeah, at least I could wake up later today. And in fact, I woke up at 8 a.m. I just naturally woke up at 8 a.m. and I'm like, oh shit, fuck. I have class, so I went to the bathroom and I peed, and then I'm like, wait, I don't need to wake up this early. Like, my alarm hasn't rang yet, hasn't rung yet. So I just went back to bed. Oh my god. Yeah, hopefully I don't fall asleep. But it's fine. Today it's a discussion class, it's only 15 minutes long. After that, I can return home. It's gonna be nice. Um, but yeah, I got shit to do. Um, USC essays, reviews, I have movies to finish. I finished The Bear season 2. Great. But I didn't watch Maestro at all. It's okay, I'll watch it today. Um, yeah. I got loads of shit to do. Um, fuck. Yeah. That's it. Fuck me. There's no hot water. So I had to boil it myself and mix it with cold water. Okay. Only $7. My god. What the hell? Oh my god. Okie dokie. Time now is 10:18 p.m. Yeah, so it's a Friday. Finally, I can rest. I feel good. I can sleep tomorrow. But yeah, there's actually a bit to be said. So last night, I forgot to mention one crucial thing. It was very, very late last night. I suddenly remembered that Pepper, has a short film shoot. I'm low-key impressed that Pepper was able to, like, immediately acclimate to LMU and, hop on short film to short film and make connections. Like, she's a bit of a, she's a hustler too, she's a hustler. Didn't see that coming. Um, but I'm a hustler too. I made one. I'm not born one. I made one. You know. But so I randomly DM Pepper, which is weird. It's like I don't talk to her that much, and will she think of this as weird? I don't know. I was like, hey, I just remembered you have a short film. Do you still want me to help out? I can be scripty or BTS photographer. She replied not too long after. She's like, yeah. What's your email? Let me send you the script. And I'm like, sure. And then she's like, yeah, we're shooting like next weekend. It's January 23rd to 24th, which is cool because I'm free on these days. Or 24th to 25th. And that's after the film production deadline, so, it's good, I'm not as busy then. The only issue is I have a CTCS 300 midterms on Monday, but hey, I can ace that one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But yeah. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Because I also want to eventually try out film shoots from every school. And by that I mean LMU and UCLA. But yeah, I don't know, I'm curious. But again, it's weird because it's like one of those things where it's like, hey, can I join? Sure. It's like there's no basis to it, but I feel like Ever since I've arrived at LA, there's no basis to everything, to anything, anyways. So who fucking cares? Besides, I haven't seen Pepper in a good while. Haven't seen her in, I think, when's the fucking last time I saw her? Right, the Thai food. That was what, June? That was June. So I haven't seen her in a good maybe 8 months. So it's good to catch up on her. You know, good to catch up on her. Um, but yeah, I want to be different when I see her. I want to have like good hair. This is not good. Like I feel like a fucking pancake. Um, Shaved. You know, stronger physique. I want to work out tomorrow. But yeah, so that's something. Today went to art history class. I don't know, maybe it's because I know it's the end of the week, but I was like happier today. I was more uplifting, and maybe it's also because I woke up and it's 8 and then I slept back and I woke up again, but that made the process of waking up feel less abrupt. So I don't know. Anyways, I went to class and I was late for a couple minutes, but it's a-okay. Sat down, spoke up a couple times, and then left. It's cool. There's the Malaysian girl. You know, the TA is a Korean girl, Korean woman. So the Malaysian girl walked up to her before leaving. She was like, "Thank you and Happy Lunar New Year." And she's like, "Haha, Happy Lunar New Year." It's funny because like half the class are Asians, or like more than half are Asians. You know, it could be a Vietnamese American girl, it could be a Korean person, it could be a Chinese guy, it could be a Malaysian girl, but half of us are fucking Asians anyways. So we all know, hey, it's Lunar New Year, you know. But yeah, I came back home and I just wanted to rest. Even though I have stuff to do, I just wanted to rest. So for a while, I just didn't do anything, and it's nice. But yeah, I should probably pick things up again, given that I have the USC essays, and I also have a couple reviews to edit. I have a couple videos to edit as well, and yeah, just after my short film submission, not short film submission, after the fucking film production major deadline, I am going to, you know, do my own thing again. Work out. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna read manga, read books. I'm gonna work on my next feature film script or just my next short film script, Violent Femme or whatever. I'm gonna just like chill out a little bit, perhaps. And then yeah, at 4 p.m. there's the scholarship Zoom meeting, SCA scholarship Zoom meeting. Was it helpful? A bit, maybe. So there are apparently shit tons of scholarships. And apparently there are a lot of scholarships for international students. Apparently there are a lot of scholarships for CAM students. But like, is it though? Like, will it actually work though? I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna try my fucking hardest to get these scholarships because I want money. Because USC is draining my bank account like a vampire draining my blood. So, yes, scholarship, scholarship, scholarships. Work, scholarship, work, scholarship. Sometimes I like to think it's either or. Like, you know, if I have a job, then it's going to save me some money. Not a lot, but some. If I have a scholarship, it's going to save me quite a bit of money at once. But if I have a job without a scholarship, or the other way around, I would already be pretty okay with it, you know? It's all about the money, nothing else. But yeah, that's pretty much just it. I have to call Michelle now, again. I also called my mom in a four-way call with dad and brother, and then I called my grandma a little bit, just telling her Happy New Year, whatever. And it's a-okay. I weighed myself because my mom was really curious how much I weigh. I weigh 132.9 pounds right now. My mom was like, "Oh, you lost weight." I checked the records. That's not true. In early January, I was exactly 132.9. Holy balls. I did not lose any weight. Or it's more or less the same weight, which is amazing because usually the moment I step foot in LA, I start losing weight like a maniac. But I ate so much in the last month that I managed to have a net gain of 0, and it's not negative. So it's a good thing, actually. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my body. I lose weight super easily. But like, this is good news. I just need to eat more and then maybe I'll have a net gain. And again, it's also about exercising. So we'll see. I'm gonna hit the gym. Um, yeah, and I called TripleLink, told them about the hot water issue. They said, "Oh, we filed it as urgent, so technicians will be coming by and fixing it." Okay, so hot water finally fixed. This morning, and also after I came back home, I had to boil hot water with my electric kettle, pour it into my mug, mix it with cold water, and then just like pour some on my hands and splash it onto my face, which is actually a pretty good method. And I was really prepared to use the same method to take a whole fucking shower. I'm gonna boil water. I have two big white bowls, so I'm gonna get 2 bowls of hot water plus a full electric kettle of hot water, pour it into the plastic bucket that I have, mix it with some cold water, turn it into warm water, and then use that bucket of water to shower. That's it. Which is fucking insane, but it's a good strategy. But thank God it's fixed, finally. I also asked about the rent situation because a week ago I paid 2 months of rent, which is kind of weird. Turns out it's a system error. It's supposed to charge me for only 1 month, but the funny thing is in January I already paid for 2 months of rent, which means that now I've paid for an extra. So in January I already paid for January and February. Last week I paid 2 more months of rent, which means I just paid for March and April. So I don't need to pay rent for the next 2 months. I'm done. So yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm gonna sleep all day tomorrow, but I'm gonna go out for a mini adventure. I'm gonna take my camera, go to Expo Park, and find a spot to film myself. If I can't find a spot to film myself, then I'll just film it here for the 60-second self introduction, which I honestly don't really care all that much anymore. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Not much else. On Sunday, I think I'm gonna go to church, but I really need to fix my sleep schedule first and foremost. Yeah. All right, time now is 2:20 p.m. on February 10th. 2:20. Fuck. So I just woke up. I slept from 4:30 to 2, which is absolutely insane. 9.5 hours. I feel full of sleep. Wow, that was such a good sleep. I don't think I even woke up once in the middle. That's how sleep deprived I am. Holy shit. I feel a little guilty for sleeping so much. I don't know if I have enough time to do the things for the rest of the day. But, yeah, last night I had another gigantic phone call with Michelle that lasted for maybe 3.5 hours. I don't know, but it kept going and going and going, and I felt less impatient, because I was less busy yesterday, but still, even so, because of the phone call with Michelle, I wasn't able to finish all the things I wanted to do again. So I watched Maestro in 1.25 times speed, but I still haven't seen the last half an hour. Then USC essays, I didn't write a single word. I'm fucked, basically. I'm fucking fucked again. So that's great. If I can finish 2 essays today, somehow, like a mad dog, like a maniac, then sure. And then what else? Yeah, I did edit a couple reviews, which is great, but I didn't edit much else. I didn't edit the Japan vlog from my Cantonese channel. I didn't edit Minecraft video. I didn't, you know, there's so much I didn't edit. But yeah, I had a dream this morning, and it's sort of film related. I was on a film set, and I looked at the remote control, and it sort of controls like panels, like PowerPoint slides, but that's somehow part of the set. And then some people I know start showing up, like Yilin, and I think Cliff was there, and then I saw Leslie, and it was a little awkward. I think it takes place sometime in the future, where I've moved on from Leslie, but it still sucks seeing her, and she's being so nice to me. She's like, "Hi, what's up?" She's very chill, and I just don't know what to say. I just wanted to get away from her. Um, and she looks really good. She looks really pretty. She's very hot, but also fuck you. So I don't know. It's just that's a dream. But yeah, and I need to sleep earlier tonight, and I don't know how, given how much of a big fat sleep I just had. I want to sleep earlier than 4. Please let me sleep earlier than 4. Um, because I want to go to church tomorrow. And yeah, that seems like a stupid idea, but I kind of do. Still. And given that I haven't gone out to eat lunch or dinner or any meal at all since my hangout with Michelle like half a month ago, I feel like I deserve to go out and have a nice ass lunch. So I'm gonna do that uh, tomorrow at church. Um, but yeah, later, if I have the time, I really want to go to Expo Park and film myself there for the 60-second self intro. I'm gonna prepare a little bit, but it should be okay. Hopefully, I have enough time. I just need to finish watching my show, film a review, and then get out. After I have breakfast and lunch, which is I'll have a donut for breakfast. Lunch, I'll have a curry cup noodle plus the leftover chicken wings. I don't know what to eat for vegetables. Screw that. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. Fuck. This is Tuscany? Bruh. Fuck. Sunset. Let's do it here. Fuck it, let's do it here. Hi, my name is Enoch Lai, and despite my very American accent, I'm actually born and raised in Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is a beautiful place, and I only realized that after I came to LA. This is a red packet. My grandma gave it to me in the last Lunar New Year, and it's very cheap. It's only $2, which is 50 cents. You're okay. But it's all right. Time now is February 10th. Time now is 10:51. Just finished dinner. Very simple: rice, marinated pork belly, bok choy, kimchi. That's it. Definitely better than yesterday's meal. I'd say it's like a 6 out of 10. Marinated pork belly tastes really good though. The marination really helps. Yeah, not a lot really happened today. I had such a full sleep. It's crazy, and I was actually able to go to Expo Park in time to film my self-introduction video. I thought I would be too late. I thought the sun will set, but no. I recall the times I have to film, like whether it be not whether it be, but like, last time I was in Hong Kong in December and I filmed a flashback scene for Objects in Mirror, and sunset really took a while to happen. Also, when I filmed scene 1 of Love and Death, sunset took forever to happen. So it's like, well, sunset will probably take a while. Google says sunset will begin at 5:32 p.m., but really it won't actually start setting. I mean, it has started setting, but it won't really feel like the sky has changed until at least 6 something p.m. So I took a bus to Expo Park, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's funny because it's like a tourist attraction almost, with a huge stadium and with a science center, which is actually where I went to in 2016 summer. Um, but now I'm going here just to film a self-introduction video, and for work, sorta. And it's funny how so many cool places in LA, like Hollywood, or like Westwood or Beverly Hills. I go there and I have an existential crisis or whatever. I don't know if I've ever had an existential crisis in Beverly Hills, but you get the point. Like, cool places that are supposed to be cool and trendy are now like places I go on the regular just to like question my life choices. But yeah, I filmed it there and it went pretty well actually. I used a wallet to elevate the camera, to make it, go at a low angle. And I filmed myself. I practiced a couple times and I did 6 to 7 takes. And I think it worked really well. I was really energetic. Thank God I had a full sleep today. And I like that. I also had to think about what items to bring on me, because usually when I do self-introduction videos and I bring on like items, it's cool. So I ended up bringing a red packet and a piece of magnet that I got from Ernest, who for some period of time sat beside me. I think during Form 4 or 5, I think 5. And he got this piece of magnet and it broke, and I just took it somehow, and he doesn't need it anymore, and I kept it in my pencil case forever, and I have it in my memorabilia bag. It's with me now. So yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy how long time ago that is. Form 4 was um 2017 to 2018, right? So let's say this is around 2018. It's 2024 right now. So that's 6 years ago. That's fucking insane actually. Come to think of it, I met Natalie in 2014, so it's been 10 years. I met Nick 13 years ago, I believe. Like, it's his fucking history. I knew Nick over half of my life now, which is kind of insane. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy because like I don't dream about those people anymore. I don't dream about Natalie because I am slowly beginning to forget how she looks. I mean, I know how she looks, but also she's not like a face that constantly shows up in my mind anymore. Um, I still need to call Cedric. I'm gonna call him eventually, but I totally forgot to celebrate Lunar New Year this morning by making myself tea and year cakes. I ate a donut and that's it, but I should have done that, but I really didn't have the time. And tomorrow morning, I really don't have time either, so I'm gonna do it later, actually. It's for the festivities. Um, oh, I'm so thirsty. Yeah, not much else. I'm working on my writing sample for USC now. The fact that I have to submit all these essays within 5 days is kind of fucking insane. But also, you know what? I think I, I think it's possible because I write essays really fast. And the only one that I'm struggling with a little bit is personal statement. But like writing sample, I already worked on this story over the course of the last 2 years. Like I can just bang it out right now. And the collaboration essay, like I already wrote 90% of it. I just need to finish it off. The self intro video I just filmed. Cliff, apparently last night or this morning, Cliff received a hard drive from Benny. I think it's last night. And um, yeah, Cliff was like looking at the timeline now and everything. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully it turns out good. And you know what? I believe. And then after this is over, yippee ki yay. Um, I don't know. Lots of things are happening. Um, this Malaysian guy, Jingsen, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. he's a DIT. Was he the DIT? No, he's the BTS photographer. For Anywhere the Wind Blows. He spoke to me a little bit yesterday. And then Avichai, the Israeli guy, randomly DM'd me asking me for help for the USC essays. For me. Holy shit. So, I'm like, sure, we can talk. So, we'll see. Alright, here we have some year cakes. Happy Lunar New Year's, motherfuckers. Dipped in eggs. Cheers. It's like 2 a.m., but who cares? This right here is the remaining egg, but I mix it with some sugar and buttermilk as an experiment. Hopefully it doesn't taste bad. I don't taste the buttermilk at all. That's hilarious. It's very fluffy. Okay, time now is 8:06 a.m. on February 11th. Yeah, I slept from 4. I went to bed at 4:15. All the way till 8, but I didn't immediately fall asleep as expected. Fuck. This is terrible. I feel so bad. And then I woke up again. I woke up multiple times in the middle. I woke up multiple times. It's awful, and I'm so tired, and I feel really cold. Oh my god, and yeah, I don't know. Fuck. I feel bad. Like, I did something wrong or something. Maybe it's just the dreams I had. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, I forgot to do something. So last night I didn't really have time to do anything again. I finished 2 episodes of anime instead of 5, but better than nothing. I did write my USC essays a little more, just a little bit. I'd say, was it productive yesterday? Almost. I mean, of course, I didn't have any time to edit my Minecraft video. I didn't edit my college update video, but I did edit my Japan vlog a little bit. But yeah, could be better. Yeah, also, Avichai, the Israeli guy, wants to call me today afternoon at 3 p.m. I honestly want to, like, go back and just sleep again, but Avichai wants to call me, so I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, but, fuck, maybe after the call I go back to sleep. Because I really am feeling super tired. Yeah. I think, there's some homework assignments I have to do for USC that I'm not doing yet. Oh yeah, I need to text, Professor Antonio. So Benny texted him. He finally got back from Italy and finally got back to Benny. And he's like, sure, give him my number. So, okay. Yeah, I asked Cliff to send Naja a bunch of stuff. Naja said the earliest she can finish with some sound stuff is February 14th. Fuck. I wanted to submit this short film like February 10th at the latest. Oh my god. Yeah. Welp. That's that. Nothing else.
因為通常佢最唔出現問題就係即係 local 有啲人。不過都幾多
Wait, really?
嘅報道。
In 2001.
有啲咩 general store 啊嗰啲人。哦，OK 好啦，sorry。搞錯係。
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Fuck off, bro. Holy shit. Alright, time now is 11:10 p.m. Yay! Yeah, I finished dinner like half an hour ago-ish, which is some beef slices, but like they're the beef steaks, like sliced beef steaks from Trader Joe's, and then it's the Alfredo pasta with spinach salad. It's a really sad dinner. I rated a 3 out of 10. Everything sucks about it. The pasta, I'm already sick of it. The spinach is dry and bland with a dill pickle sauce, and then the beef. I just have no idea how to make that delicious other than just frying it plain with oil, salt, and pepper. Like, please tell me if there's any other way to make it delicious, because I have genuinely zero idea on what the fuck I should do with these beef slices. Yeah, anyways, today I went to church. Surprisingly, I did not fall asleep once during sermon. I was completely awake. I think that's because yesterday I had a very good sleep, so, you know, I think my battery was low, but it wasn't that low, you know. And then we had Sunday school. So the pastor didn't recognize me because I shaved and I had different hair, and he's like, oh, we have someone new here, right? I mean, who is that beside Jonah? And I was really calm because I was sleepy, but I'm like, me? And he's like, yeah. And the church teacher in front of me was like, oh no, that's Enoch. And he's like, oh wow, you shaved and your mustache and everything, you look like a I was like, who's this handsome boy? So yeah, I don't think I'm handsome like this. I really don't think so. But also I think it does feel a little weird for people to describe me as having a mustache as canonical. It's weird. It shouldn't be canon for me to have a mustache because I'm only I was gonna say teenager. I'm only in my early young adult years. You know, and I don't have that maturity to really, you know, deserve a mustache, you know. But I really did have a mustache from 2019 to a good part of 2023, which is a long time. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I'll shave regularly from now on, and you know, I hope whoever sees me again in the future, you know, whether it be Pepper or Leslie or Potter, I'm gonna look different. But yeah, we went to lunch together, which is great. We went to a Thai restaurant in Silver Lake. I've never been to Silver Lake. It's this really weird hippie place that's right beside a mountain, and it's just kind of weird. But we went to a Thai restaurant, and it looks fancy, and I paid $26 for the food, but it's not good. I had a pad thai, and it's insanely sweet. I'm the only person who ordered a drink, and that's a milk tea, because I really fucking crave tea, like milk tea or just lemon tea. I crave it so much lately. And Jonah's like, after I ordered it, Jonah was like, "Oh, didn't you hear in the card that I told, like, that I was like warning people not to order Thai tea?" And I'm like, "Really?" And Jonah's like, "Yeah, because it's super sweet." And I drank it, and it really is super sweet. It's not like as mind-blowingly sweet as some others said it would be, but it's still really sweet, and I had to mix it with water. And I became a bit of a joke. It's like people keep joking, like, "Oh, you like drinking it? Oh, do you want more water to like dilute it?" But I just take in all the jokes. Again, it's nice that people joke at me and joke with me, because back in secondary school, people never do that. I enjoy being joked with and being joked at than to not at all, you know. And I took it very well. It's fine. And then the couple who drove me home last time back in January drove me home again. Apparently, they're friends with the vocalist or like one of the members of Rubber Band, the Hong Kong rock band, which is crazy. And I was like, "What, really?" They're like, Loco, and I don't really know who he is, but I automatically assumed it's a member of the band. And I'm like, "Wow, that's crazy," even though I don't really know who he is. But yeah, anyways, I went back home, and I was really tired, and I wanted to go back to sleep. But I just had some Thai tea, and I couldn't fall asleep. But I was struggling. I know I have shit to do, but my body's telling me I want to go to bed. Even though I can't fall asleep, I just want to lay down. So I took a shower and laid down. But I couldn't for long because I had to call Avichai. So Avichai, the Israeli guy, called me at 3 p.m. And we had an hour-long phone call about the USC stuff. Even though I don't know him that well, I mean, I've known him since Film 40, but still, you know, we haven't talked a lot. So today is like the most we've talked, more than ever before combined. But he had tons of questions about USC film and how it works. And to my surprise, I actually have a lot of really good and insightful answers, given that I'm already in it right now. It's funny because he doesn't know Ava. Ava's in film production, period. You know, but he got to me because I'm the more known person, which is crazy to think about because Ava's a hot white girl. But you know, I have a lot to say about being in CAMS major, being in film versus being in film production major, the film clubs, the film festivals, events, internships, and the whole application process. He doesn't know that CSUN and Long Beach exists. He wanted to get an associate's degree because he's like, well, if UCL or USC doesn't accept me and then I'm screwed, then I might as well just get an associate's degree and go back to Israel. And I'm like, okay, but just so you know, CSUN exists too. It's way easier to get in and way cheaper as well, you know. But I did warn him about spring admission. But overall, I had positive things about this to say about the film department in USC, which is weird because I've been hearing a lot of negativity, but also from what I've seen, it's mostly positive. The film department of USC is truly phenomenal and probably the craziest in the world. Like, probably the biggest, most complex in the entire freaking world. Like, where else do you find such a complex film school? I know I'm being narcissistic right now. Maybe BFI has a, you know, I think AFI is smaller. Not sure about the European film schools. But if you want to talk North America, it's USC. And I think USC is better than all the film schools in, you know, Asia, I think. Just from the diversity alone, you know, and the history of it, you know. So yeah, lots to say. So after that, I laid on my bed. I didn't fall asleep, but I laid on my bed regardless for like an hour and 45 minutes somehow, and I didn't want to get up. It feels like I'm sick, but I'm not sick. I just feel cold and I want to snuggle in my blanket. So I again spent a lot of time doing nothing. I woke up and then I watched a couple episodes of anime, and then I also did a lot of nothing. I ate some yogurt and then I had dinner. It's weird. I feel like I should be doing something. I should be productive and do something. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I think right before watching the anime, there's this long leg spider that sort of descended from the door frame to my bathroom, like from here, sort of descended slowly and started crawling around. I'm like, fuck. And I've killed spiders before, but this one is extra scary because the legs are really long, and he already spun a whole, like a tiny cobweb, like 4 strings, which is insane. Like, how am I only noticing it now? Where the hell did this spider come from? Now I'm scared for my life. A couple of nights ago, there was a moth, and I opened the door to let it out, but it kept showing up again and again. So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, what else? Not much else. I texted Antonio Professor. Hopefully he responds. I texted Pepper to let her know I'm confirming that I'm going to LMU to help the shoot. Which is cool. I mean, again, it's really weird and bold of me to suddenly agree to go to LMU to help Pepper shoot a short film, and Pepper's probably gonna be the only person I know, but it's good experience. I want to try film shoots from every school ever, and by that I mean LMU and UCLA. And this is my only chance. Also, this is probably the only chance I'll ever reunite with Pepper. I don't think I will hang out with her anymore because A, geographically we're super separated. B, I don't know, we're just awkward together, but I don't know. But yeah, interestingly, Victor is proposing a plan for us to get ear piercings next weekend, which is very soon. But sure, I mean, it's never too soon, right? If I want to do it eventually, let's do it. And so it'll be interesting, because I want to hang out with Potter sometime in late February. And, you know, if I have new hair, shaved mustache, earrings, and I'm going to try to do my hair and add volume. If I can buy a hair gel, I should. I have a hair gel from like 2 years ago, but I have no idea where it is right now. But yeah, if I can add volume to my hair, earrings, shaved, maybe add some lipsticks. Ooh, who knows? I'm gonna be a totally different man. I'll be a changed man, you know. So yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? But we'll see. We will see. We shall see. And nothing else. Yeah, you know, I'm done with one of the essays for USC. I'll polish it a little bit, but I'm done with it. You know, Avi Hai hasn't done jack shit for his essays. He's using his film 32 scene to submit as a video sample, which I know in theory it's okay, but it's not gonna work out, bro. People go out of their ways to spend thousands of dollars just to make this short film. A la me, you know. I just made Objects in the Mirror just for USC. I mean, it was for myself too, you know. But yeah. Oof. And again, Marco and Miles' friends are also like just recently filming the video sample for USC. So I feel like everyone's submitting their things really late, and I'm overthinking by thinking that, oh my god, I'm running out of time. I think I'm at my right pace, and I'm like halfway done with my writing sample, and then after that, all I need to do is to focus on my, you know, personal statement, and then I'm done. I already got the self-intro video. Cliff already colored my short film, and is sending Naja the AAF files through Google Drive so that she can work on it ASAP. And then hopefully on Valentine's Day, we can have it done, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. So, yeah. It'll be very funny if they actually accept me this time. But, if they don't, it's okay. In fact, I am prepared to decline it, no matter what's the result. I'm prepared to stay at camps. I find it okay, you know. The classes are going to be nice. I'm excited for USC to release their classes for, like, their class schedule for summer and fall, especially fall, because I really, really want to take Intro to Religion, or maybe some cool religion class, like, I don't know, Buddhism or Ancient Egypt. And Intro to Art Direction is something that I must get on with ASAP. But yeah, lately I've been going back to thinking about Violent Femme. So after the USC film production application, I'm gonna think about Violent Femme again, and I'm gonna write a pretty damn good script, I believe. Not much else. Alright, time now is 12:14 on February 12th. Yeah, so I slept from 4:45 to 11:30 and then went back to bed until 12. Fuck me. I wanted to sleep earlier last night. Why is my hair so perky in the back all the time? What the fuck? I wanted to sleep earlier last night, but ended up sleeping even later. I don't know why. I think it's just because I really did everything I wanted to do yesterday, or most of everything. Like, ouch, god damn it. Like, I watched the entirety of Sancho the Bailiff. I wanted to watch it starting from 1:15. But I ended up starting to watch it at 2 a.m. I edited my college update video. I worked on my USC essays. My writing sample. God damn, all my hair. What the fuck's wrong with my hair? Okay, hold on. Oh my god, okay. My hair's a mess. So, I worked on my USC writing sample. I edited my Japan vlog for my Cantonese channel a little bit. I did a lot of stuff yesterday. So yesterday turns out to be kind of productive, which is interesting because I always thought, I didn't really do anything yesterday. Like, for most part, I laid on my bed for 1 hour and 45 minutes. But, I did, in fact, do quite a bit in the cost of sleeping very late. So, that's messed up. I need to sleep early tonight. And this time I'm fucking serious, okay? I need to really give myself a hard stop. So, the hard stop for tonight is, 2:45. 2:45 a.m. I'm gonna stop everything I'm doing and take a shower and go to bed, because tomorrow I have to wake up at 9 a.m. or not 9 a.m. I have to wake up at 7:45 for the world building class. So that's my hard stop. Yeah, so today's a Monday, which is CTCS 300 film studies class. Right afterwards I think I'm gonna go to Ralph's, or or yes. Fuck, really? No, right, yes. Because after class it'll be nighttime. I'm gonna go to Ralph's. I'm gonna call the free lift. It's gonna work out. Yeah, and nothing else. It's good that all my homework and schoolwork has been reduced to, now I only need to care about the film studies midterms, and then the world building class homework, which is probably not that much. And that's it, It's so fucking cold. Why is the heater not working? But yeah. And hopefully Pepper's shoot will be a 1 day thing. Like, if I can go for 1 day, that would be great. I don't want to spend Uber fees for 2 days straight. But yeah. And, not much else. Yeah. I'm excited to be done with this USC film deadline thing and just move on with life, with, everything else, and do everything else. And hopefully I get some updates from jobs, right? Get some updates from jobs. Hopefully I get some updates in terms of like film production opportunities. Maybe have some film production opportunities lined up for March. That would be nice. I'll have some meetups lined up so that I can meet more people. I want to meet Hong Kongers in my cohort, please. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so right here we got some grilled cheese. There's only one slice of cheese in the middle. This is tomato soup from this. Added some salt and pepper. Hopefully it tastes good. Not bad. Okie dokie. Time now is 10:22 p.m. Oh God, my hair is getting annoying. It's flat, perky at the sides. Okay, anyways, I just finished dinner. I don't know why my voice sounds like this, but I guess I'm just in one of those, episodes where, you know, my voice is like the moon. It's like sometimes it's full, sometimes it's fucking crescent. And it's crescent for a few days and it's almost full for a few days and it just goes up and down and up and down and it changes every single week. Anyways, it's fine. Had dinner. Humongous dinner. It was 2 skinless chicken thighs with some potatoes, some small pan-fried potatoes. They don't taste good at all, but who cares? I have ketchup to dip with it. Some corn, and then some lettuce and cucumber salad. This meal is like twice larger than the meal I had on Lunar New Year's Eve. And I feel really full right now, and you know what? It's fucking worth it. But yeah, anyways, there's not much to say about today once again, which is a good thing. No news is pretty good. I wouldn't say nothing interesting happened. I went to school. I was late for 7 minutes, but who cares? And then I spoke up once. We watched The Matrix, which on a rewatch looked even better. Yeah, I spoke to North after the class because I'm just bored. I don't want to be all alone and stuff. I want to talk to someone. I want to make friends. But it's really difficult to make friends when the mode of the class is literally walk into the room, sit down, and then leave. Whereas in film production classes where you're forced to socialize with people, you make friends way better that way. Like, I was really close to Theo for a couple moments during ends and means. But yeah, anyways, North, it was really awkward because North was speaking to another girl and I just like stood at the side to wait for her to finish. And then I just walked up to her and it feels more like a guy asking for help than a friendly talk. Because now I walk up to her, now I have to say something that proves that I have the urge to speak to her. I have like a real good reason, when in fact I just want to like make a friend, you know. So I talked to her a little bit about the CAMS Fest and also the APCA thing, and also like film production opportunities. But you know, the same thing is being said. I asked about the copyright thing, and she's like, "Oh, you know, I'm dealing with that issue too, with my short film, because I want to submit that to CAMS Fest, Love and Death. I want to submit that because that one is the one I'm most proud of." Um, and then yeah, I really wish the Indian professor and I really wish the bald professor from my last college would see my short film. I don't know if it's possible, but I really wish something like that would happen. Um, yeah, and then yeah, and then ooh, maybe I can premiere two of my shorts next year, or next semester in May or something. I don't know, and I could go back just to watch. But anyways, who cares? Um, so I walked to Ralph's, bought some stuff, finally used my Ralph's card, and I guess it worked. I don't even know, but I bought $38 worth of stuff, which is not bad. Um, and once again, I can survive for the rest of the week, hopefully. Um, but yeah, eating good, eating good. I can't find lemon tea though, like the Japanese big bottles of lemon tea. There's iced tea, but they're all American iced tea, which is bad. So I can only order that either on Wii or I'll find it in H Mart. H Mart is amazing though. The H stands for heaven, obviously. Um, I really don't know what H means actually. That's a good question. Um, but yeah, not much else. Bertablo called me after I texted him in the last couple of days asking him how is the music coming along. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Um, yeah, that's it. That's freaking it. Um, I'm gonna try my best to sleep early tonight. I don't really have some assignment. I actually do have world building class assignments. I can finish that easy peasy real fast. Um, and then, um, yeah, not much else. Do I have something else to say? Not really. Pepper asked me for my phone number and added me to the email chain. Again, really impressed. I mean, not really, but somewhat impressed. Like, oh, she's a hustler. Because she dropped out of Film 33. Not really dropped out, but like she went for 1 weekend and she left. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm so much more of a hardcore filmmaker than she is. Like, I don't know how long will she last in this perilous path of being a filmmaker. But no, she's still going. Okay, you know? Good for her. Um, yeah, that's it. I saw Vanessa, the white girl who lives in the room next to me. And it's kind of crazy because I haven't seen her in over a month, or like a month. And I thought she's gone. I thought she left, stopped living here, and someone else replaced her. And that someone has never shown their faces before, and is somehow more shy than the Asian guy in room 5. But no. So, you know, while I was making dinner. But yeah. And the Chinese guy in room number 1 is using my sponge, which I'm not super happy about, but I have no grounds to complain because I'm also using his dishwashing soap. So, yeah. Alright. Time now is 7:47 a.m. on February 13. I slept from 4 a.m. to 7:45. Once again, that is less than 4 hours. So, yeah. At least it's better than 4:30, but it's still really, really early. Really, really late, and I still slept for less than 4 hours. It sucks. Um, I want to go. I want to have a holiday. Please make it a holiday. Please give me a holiday. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to sleep again. Afternoon. So, yeah, it's a Tuesday, so I'm going to have the world building class and then the art history class. My tongue hurts the same spot at the side. I don't know why. I was gonna say tonight there's the APCA General Meeting number 2, which I kind of want to go. Maybe I don't need to go. I don't know. I'm gonna ask Equal and I'm gonna ask Rachel if they're going, but it's likely that I won't go just because I'm just that tired. But yeah, last night, my hard cutoff point was 2:45, but really, it became 3 a.m. So yeah, tonight my cutoff point will be 2:30. Like after 2:30, I'm done. You know, I cannot do anything. I must go to bed. Yeah. I have to fix my sleep schedule. I mean, for one, it's the 6th week of USC. I have to fix it. Also, I'm going to help out with Pepper's short film, the short film she's producing. I looked at the email chain out of curiosity last night. Turns out a bunch of people that I know are actually joining. I thought I would be the only person. So, Aoba, the Japanese girl, is joining. It appears Jonathan is joining. Yes, Jonathan from Men's and Means. It appears that Karen, the Russian guy, is also joining. And yeah, there's apparently another Hong Konger there, probably someone from LMU. So, intriguing stuff. It's good that these people are also there. Otherwise, I may die. But yeah. Fuck, I'm so tired. Yeah. USC essays. I haven't written much yesterday. In fact, I haven't written a word for my USC essays. I need to do that now, today. So, yeah. Alright, time now is 11:31 p.m. I am sleepy as hell, tired as hell. Just finished dinner. Very simple rice, bok choy, kimchi, marinated pork. Pretty much the exact same meal I had 3 nights ago. And yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about today. I woke up, slept for less than 4 hours. It's weird. Immediately after I woke up, I felt fine. Like, I didn't feel super tired. And I went to class just fine. I went to world building class, and today only 3 people showed up. It's crazy. I don't know what's happening. This is the smallest class I've ever taken. And I can tell the professor is a little bit upset by that because he keeps. I'm like the first person to go into the room, and the TA was outside. And she was just talking to me about how, oh, this is really weird. Like, what's going on? Soren had this building is doing some something and he can't come, and then another person is sick, and that other person refers to the Chinese girl, and then Anna, the other girl who was Chinese American, also didn't show up. So it's just 3 people, but she also enjoyed that there are only 3 people here because she can speak to us one-on-one. So today I ended up speaking a lot. The Chinese guy, Wei Ting, spoke a lot. The TA spoke a lot because there's literally no one else in the class. So we talked a lot about our ideas and our world building. I did my world building homework within like half an hour last night at like 3 a.m. or something, or more like 1 a.m. But it's still sort of worked out and it's okay. And it is only near the end of the class where I started to feel very tired and sleepy, and I started to fall asleep. And again, when there are fewer people, it's way easier to notice when one person is sleepy. But thank God I didn't go full, fishing mode. So, the class ended early, but we all decided to stay for a little while. I honestly wanted to just go to the SCA lobby and just sit on a chair and sleep. But, I thought, okay, if I go there and sleep, and then the professor passes by and sees me sleeping, it wouldn't be a great idea. So I said, screw it. So I directly walked to DMC and entered my art history class. Today's a little special because the art history class has invited a speaker. This Russian woman who has been studying Asian studies and African studies all her life, particularly history and art history. And she gave a talk about Buddhist statue and Buddhist script burials around China. And she's hardcore. Like, she speaks very fast. She throws out terms expecting us to understand, like Dharma and Sharira and thank God I've heard of those terms, but there are probably tons of other people here who hasn't heard of those terms before. And she's referencing the Sui dynasty, she's referencing the Song dynasty, and again, like an average American person will not know what's going on. And I guess partially it's because she's running out of time, but she speaks really fast and she ends up skipping slides and she goes through all the slides very fast. And I was jotting notes. I know I don't have to jot notes because this is probably extracurricular. Like, we're not going to be tested on this. Hell no. But I'm still interested in that. So at the end, I raised my hand and I asked a couple of questions. One is about anti-Buddhist campaigns, which she answered. The other is about how Chan and Pure Land Buddhism was evolved, because I have no idea. And I'm really interested in Buddhist denominations. But unfortunately, she was stunned. She's like, I don't think I know how to answer that. I need to look into that. So that's the only question she couldn't answer. I'm low-key proud of myself, but the professor looked at me and was like, I'm sure we only started to get into Buddhism. Like, I'm sure we'll get to that later. But yeah, I started to think, have I overstepped? Have I asked too hard of a question? But it genuinely interests me. What's funny is that, like, there's another Chinese girl who wears a mask and she actually studies. Like, I suspect she's a real art history major, and she raised her hand and she was actually asking, like, real good questions, like, oh, so, this and that and this and that, and, fascinating things about buried scriptures. And I'm sure a bunch of people behind me are all like, what? Buried what? Like, did you actually hear any of that? But yeah, anyways, it's weird and interesting. So class is over, took a bus, went back home. I had a stomachache, went to the bathroom, went to bed, re-slept. And I did fall asleep because I'm just that tired. Yeah, so I fell asleep and I slept all the way till 5:30. And again, it's just one of those things where it feels like I slept for an eternity. It felt like I slept for 8 hours, but really I only slept for 1.5 hours. But throughout that 1.5 hours, I think I dreamt a lot that it feels like an eternity. And I remember, like, me and my mom taking a train, and it's sometime in the future, and there's something sad about the world, and I left my shoes in the train, so my mom went back into the train station, back into the train like a bullet train, but it's underground or in some sort of structure, and she brings me back my shoes, and it's just the two of us. Like, yeah, I think it's because 1.5 hours is exactly 90 minutes, which is a sleep cycle. So like, I fell asleep, went into REM state, went into deep sleep, and went back out like perfectly. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, after waking up, I thought it's like the next day, and then I'm like, oh shit, lunchtime. So I had this big bowl of instant ramen, and then and then I did nothing for 2 hours. I'm just too tired. I'm still tired. Um, Hopefully, so I still haven't written a single fucking word for my USC personal statement. I want to have it done by tomorrow. Which is insane. But I'm gonna try my best. Um, yeah, I'm gonna fucking try my best. I believe I can write half of it tonight. Um, and yeah, I called Retablo for a bit, and he basically we went over the demos and the music. Music is really tough. Like writing music for my short film is really tough. But I think and so I feel a little bad putting up to the task, but I do have standards. But I try my best to be nice. Again, it's like, ugh, you know. But I think he sort of nailed it. I think this is the first time he made some original music for me. And I think he nailed it for the most part. I don't think it's a perfect score, but it's really tough to be perfect. And it sounds really good, the end result. So that's that. And I just, before dinner, I suddenly realized, holy shit, I plan to submit this shit tomorrow. Um, and the truth is, I don't have the fucking hard drive. I don't have it right now, and I texted Cliff, and Cliff hasn't responded. Hopefully, he responds later. But I want to talk to Cliff a little bit more about the coloring. But honestly, it doesn't matter. I think, given that I'm giving USC this short film, like, if the color is not as perfect as I want it to be, it's whatever. Who cares? I mean, of course I care, but I care about the final product more. But it's still a fact that Cliff has the drive, and I need the fucking drive. I texted Benny. Benny's like, I can get you the drive anytime. So now it's up to Cliff. And yeah, I emailed the Vietnamese American professor, my film studies professor, about Cam's Fest, about copyrighted music, and she responded very nicely. She's like, "Hi Enoch, thank you for considering to submit a short film to Cam's Fest, and also like, I'm happy to have you in my lecture yesterday." So she remembers me. And then I realized, oh yeah, I sit at one of the front seats, and I spoke up, like, I'm making something of myself in class. But I asked her about copyrighted music, and she responded saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't want to cause any trouble for anyone. I don't want anyone to accuse us of any wrongdoings. This film festival is for the school, but it's also opened to the public in a way. So it's best not to use copyrighted music." Which sucks because I fucking hate the non-copyrighted version of my short film. So I negotiated. I was like, okay, but I really prefer the original version of it, and the music is integral to the story. And she's like, okay, maybe send us both the short films, and me and the screening committee will decide. And I'm like, okay. Honestly, it's not the absolute end of the world. It's just, you know. But yeah, that's good news. That's good news. At least there's room for consideration. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I really need to sleep earlier last night. Even if I don't, it's fine because tomorrow I don't need to wake up earlier. But yeah, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I think I'm running out of meat. I kind of want to go to Ralph's again, or maybe buy meat in Wii, because I want more rice and tea and jelly cups and whatever. But yeah, I am fucking tired. So I'm gonna stop here.